I call bullshit on that comment because, first of all, whoever that person is, I suspect that they are more than likely a black man, and if not a black man, a black woman. But that person does not know the intimate details of this situation, and if this person knew the details and the circumstances and who it was that I was talking about, they would have never left a comment like that. So I call bullshit on that comment because obviously the person doesn't know enough about my family or this person to leave such a comment. And not only that, there's the implication that I am somehow responsible or to blame for this person's situation. And with all due respect, I'm not the person. I'm not, they don't even know my relationship to her. And I'm not the person who laid down and screwed and conceived her. I didn't have the pleasure of, I didn't bust not one nut to conceive her. And I'm not her parent. So it's not my responsibility to teach her anything. But of course, being that I'm her relative, I did make efforts and attempts to reach out to her and give her mentorship, which she pretty much declined or ignored. And not only me, other people as well, other members of her family as well. Like I said, I didn't lay down and have sex and conceive her. That was her parents' doing. Therefore, it's her parents' responsibility to make sure that she's well equipped to deal with the struggles of life. Not my responsibility, not society's responsibility, and not the government's responsibility. No one else's responsibility. And once she becomes any person becomes a legal adult, they are legally and morally responsible for whatever they choose to do. And if their choices bring harm to their lives or the lives of other people, then that's their fault. You can't push the blame off on someone else. And I believe that her parents and other people who were involved in raising her did the best that they knew how to do under the circumstances. And her life wasn't perfect growing up, but I would say that she did get enough or was trained and given enough to know right from wrong. But, like I said in the other video, she was stubborn, thought she knew more than others or thought she knew better than others, and just decided to do what she wanted to do. So her having a baby out of wedlock with a man who did not want the baby was the outcome of her poor choice. And she has to live with that. And I wish her the best. This is not to slam her, because the same thing could have happened to me, because I was in a similar situation, dating a man who was like 8 or 9 years older than me, and I was a teen. But I think the thing that saved me is that someone probably talked to him and told him, you need to leave that girl alone. She's too young for you. And I believe it was my father that did that. After I introduced him to my father, I think that my father had words with him, because I noticed that not even a week after I introduced him to my parents, he became very distant and aloof towards me, and he didn't return any of my phone calls, and he didn't respond to any letters that I sent him in the mail. So I think what it is that somebody got on his ass and put the fear of God in him and made him realize that what he was doing was wrong. But anyway, getting back to this relative, this is not to slam her. It's just something that I was reflecting on due to some comments that somebody made on one of the related videos. But I'll probably make another video going into more details. Alright, so that'll be it for this video. Thank you.